we have power available to more consumers, and we now collect more money from consumers. As of today, every month, Kaduna now collects over 1 billion naira. That tells you that there is a massive improvement in power supply, massive injection of transformers within our network. We have additional projects down that way, which is also 115 MVA. It's basically the same size with this, and feeding various parts of Kaduna and the environs. We have Zara Funtua all linked to this. You agree with me? People within that area will confirm that there is improvement in power supply. Thank you, sir.
What's the transmission infrastructure generally in Kaduna State? Are there other projects?
Yes. The 330 kV network you have here is being expanded. If we go further down, we'll see the civil work completed. Then a line will be coming from Jos. As we are talking, they are in the bush working. All the things they require for the job to be completed are within Nigeria. Like the Jos Kaduna line, all the aluminum conductors they require, they are behind us. So it's not a question of, okay, the materials will come later. The materials, all the equipment are already here.
What's the significance of the Jos power line? What's the end at achieving?
Part of the problem we have here is low voltage. Our lines are basically radial. With the completion of Jos Kaduna line,
what's the size of the line?
330 kV line. Before now, we only have a line coming from Jeba Shiroro to Kaduna. It's one radial line. If there's a problem within that axis, the whole of the north will be in blackout. We now have another line, Enugu, Makurdi, Jos, coming here to close a loop. That means if we have a problem this way, we have power. We can get a power supply from Jos side. That increases reliability of supply.
So the Enugu Jos line is coming from the new NNPP power plants?
Yes.
The additional power lines in that region?
Yes, sir.
Explain it.
In fact, that is not just the project. We also have two lines. Presently, we have a line going from here to Kano. But because of a low voltage problem, additional two lines will be built that have been awarded, the contractor is working from here to Kano. We will now have 3 lines going to Kano, and that will address the low voltage problem within the axis. If you have 3 lines going to an area instead of 1, of course, you agree with me that there will be more reliable. We have options. So the power supply situation will be more secure, it will be better, it will be more readily available, and the voltage will be good.
You're from
TCN.
Yesterday we were at, what do you call that? Kudenda. Are you related to that project?
No. But the Kudenda, they will feed Kudenda to the substation.
What is going on the feed line between Kudenda and here?
Well, I know they have carried out a route survey. So the actual line construction is what has not started. But they have completed this route survey. We know it is coming here.
With basic rights action, my question goes to the NEPA, Transmission Company of Nigeria official. How soon how soon can the Kanu line be improved? Because I'm aware there is a serious problem of power supply in Kanu, and the fact that you are now raising our hopes. What message will I have for the people in Kanu to say, well, we are at the transmission company and they are promised that is it possible within this year or the first quarter of next year?
Availability within Kano. we have more than 600 MVA, more than enough capacity for Kano. The problem we have in Kano is because it is far from a source of major generating station. If Kundenda comes up, all we need is a supply to be tied to this place, which will reinforce the voltage we're talking about. So the supply situation, because is relative. If the Kundenda will not come up with the lines going, 3 lines going to Kano, it will correct all the shortcomings. I believe in the, because it takes time to construct a line, but before the third quarter, we'll see a marked improvement because we already have transformer capacity available.
Last question.
Yeah, my name is James Bambucherata, President. You said now you are generating about £1 billion from Kaduna Metropolis. What was the income before now, so that can give us the analysis correctly?
It was the cash collection was ranging between 600 to 700 million. Now that you have over $1 billion every month, that tells you there has been injection of facilities at the upstream because we serve them. So if there is improvement in structure, if there is a massive injection of transformers, it will impact positively on consumers. That is what has given rise to increase in revenue collection. And it's not going to stop. We believe it will further improve.
To again highlight what is going on in the power sector. A lot of activities are going on, but what is not easily visible is the work we're doing in transmission. We're changing the entire transmission infrastructure. Like you said, the power line is coming from the east right down through Enugu Jos, and it's about approaching Mando, which means that all over the country you have a complete loop. So if there is any failure from Kanji, from Shiroro, you are linked round. So you can also get supply from from the new thermal power plants in the Niger Delta. It will still go round. So at all times, the country will have a stable power supply and transmission infrastructure that utilizes all the existing power generating plants to push power around the country. Now that is what we're achieving. When we went to Anambra, you saw the link in Onitsha. That important link in Onitsha, which is part of the national power loop that we have been developing the last 2 years. So we're emphasizing a lot on transmission. We have hundreds of substations across the country which we are building, and we expect that as we move forward, a lot of improvement will come. You can see from Kaduna that we're now, in terms of revenue generation, we're getting over $1 billion in Kaduna Metropolis. Now also don't forget that the power reform program, which has already led to the privatization of the sector, means that consumers can now be sure that the new transmitting, the new power transmission companies will give you power based on meters, prepaid meters. Now that's again a program is coming on board so that every consumer will have a prepaid meters. If they don't give you power, you can't pay for it. You can't pay for it, and you pay as you consume. So that will compel them to work to ensure that they earn the money through supply of power. So more efficiency is coming on board, and additional investment will also be coming into the transmission infrastructure by the private investors as well as government. The idea is that by the time we completely commission the 10 new power plants in the Niger Delta and the one in Kaduna here, and also the Zungiru, which we are building, completely new hydroelectric power plant in Zungiru, and what you saw at Gorara Dam, and several other power stations that are under construction. Then we'll have the transmission infrastructure that can carry the power. Because if we don't get that, that means additional power will be lost. So a lot of work is going on, and improvement is noticed. We're not where we want to go yet, but it's to tell you that this road can only improve as we move forward. Thank you very much.